we can see the iceberg. It's the first time in history that where humans can actually affect a paradigm shift instead of follow blindly behind the agricultural revolution or the industrial revolution. We're actually able to get all hands on deck and turn the wheel. It's called the Great Turning. In Brazil, they call it a grande viragem. And in other Spanish-speaking countries, it's el gran viraje. It's known around the world. The Great Turning is occurring. But we don't know if we're going to miss the earthquake, the iceberg. Mm-hmm. We don't know if we're going to hit it or not. But we can celebrate the fact that we're on deck doing all we can to try to avoid this catastrophe. And that's all we can do for our grandchildren. For you, Tonelli and Nadia, for you, Annabelle, that's all we can do, is try hard. So someday I can look into your eyes and promise you a beautiful future.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, that is definitely quite a vision that I'm with you on that one there. Anything else you want to sum up about the Great Mandate and the...
Sure. Is there anything that I circled or underlined that
Well,
kind
I'm
of jumps out
looking
at you?
at national integrity. Maybe...
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, I think particularly in this day and age, let's talk national integrity.
We now have a political system which, not sure about you, but I believe is quite broken. Mm-hmm. We spend millions of dollars candidates have to spend to even get elected to Congress, and then they aren't necessarily speaking on our behalf. Mm-hmm. They are often speaking on behalf of corporate interests around the world, mm-hmm. which is huge. So I've been asked, if we set up town councils like the Espanola Valley Community Council that we're about to found, there's a town council now in Albuquerque. They're popping up all around the country because we're realizing that the right and left, the Republican and Democratic system is broken. These people do not have any kind of a social contract mm-hmm. with the people to speak on their behalf. Not really. We are not a democracy. We're a representative democracy where we choose people to speak on our behalf, and it's just not working, folks. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows this. Mm-hmm. And so instead of my trying to think how to get these people to speak more on behalf of their constituency, I feel that I'm going to put all my energy into actually creating a direct democracy where our representatives in Congress can only speak for the popular mandate. So if in their district, the people in open community forums have decided they don't want fracking, mm-hmm. then they have to speak to that in Congress, or they'll lose their jobs. So the way in which many of my friends and I came to this conclusion was that we should elect from our trusted elders mm-hmm. around the country a council that will manage the transition from this profit before people society to a society where people come before profit. It's going to be a huge job, which Howard Zinn said would only happen through direct democracy. So what we will have will be a council for national integrity made up of our most trusted elders. And I have proposed that half be women and half be men. Mm-hmm. They don't have to meet in Washington. They can meet digitally mm-hmm. if that kind of a technological structure were created. But the job of the Transitional Council will be to make sure that Monsanto goes regenerative, to make sure that all that money doesn't get sent off to some secret bank somewhere instead of being used to retool our country, to make it more people focused and less profit focused. So the Transitional Council would be hearing from the Española Community Council. We would have digital information sharing, which is what we would hope the government would help us set up. And that council, the National Council, could inform all the councils in the United States what's going on up there in Washington, D.C., for example. Mm-hmm. So there'd be a two-way tracking, which I could see happening with a big screen in both houses of Congress, where we can actually vote instantaneously with our cell phones right into Congress and see the results on the screen. Now, I've been told by scientists from Los Alamos National Laboratories, scientists that are upset because nothing going on up there is getting to the people. There have been 5,000 inventions that have been classified, which could actually give us free energy, as Tesla discovered. His discovery was classified where he could create energy, and there's even the possibility of food being created